All right, so we're getting into word problems. This one says the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is at most 93 inches. What is the greatest length that each side could be? So we have to talk a little bit first about equilateral triangles. So you have to activate some prior knowledge to geometry. A triangle has three sides, obviously. Equilateral means that all three sides are going to be equal. So not only are the side lengths equal, but also the angles of them are equal. So the perimeter is at most 93. What's the greatest length that each side could be? So if we take a triangle and say we have sides A, B, and C, we know that all three sides together is going to equal 93. So basically, if A, B, and C are all the same, because they are all equal, equilateral, we will just do 93 divided by 3. And you will end up getting x has to be 31. Let's put 31. 31 is the answer for this one. Next one, this one says, Dominic scores 2,400 points in 6 rounds of a debate competition. His opponent, Maddie, scored 125, 586, 445, 321, and 619 accordingly. How many points must Maddie score in the final round to surpass Dominic's score? So surpass means to go beyond. So basically we're going to write an inequality. And we're going to do 125 plus 586 plus 445 plus 321 plus 619 plus some unknown has to be bigger, because we don't want to equal Dominic's, we want to surpass it. So we want it to be bigger than 2,400. So this is really just saying, when is Maddie, her score, going to be bigger than Dominic's? So we want to first go ahead and add up all of these numbers. So you can use a calculator, which I'm going to do. 125 if we add all those up, we get 2096 plus some unknown has to be bigger than 2,400. So for this, draw the wall. Take that to the other side, and it will become negative. So this would be x has to be bigger than, and we're just going to do 2,400 minus 2096. Maddie has to score higher than a 304. So 304 would equal his score, but we don't want to know equal. We want to surpass it. So that's why our symbol is not or equal to. We're only going to use the greater than symbol. So for the final round, Maddie has to get bigger than 304. This one says, Megan must score an average of at least 70 points on 8 tests before she can apply for a scholarship. She scores 71, 85, 62, 50, 198, and 77 for the first 7. What must she score on the last test? So one of the things we have to look at is the average has to be at least 70. So that means it can be greater or equal to 70. So it can equal 70 or more. Now for averages, we're going to do 71 plus 85 plus 62 plus 50 plus 100 plus 98 plus 77 plus some unknown, the x. And we're looking at the average. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 possible tests here. So you can't neglect the unknown, because that's what we have to figure out, what she's going to score on the last one. These are only 7 of them. So to undo this, let's first combine all of this together, and you can use a calculator. So we will do 71 plus 85 plus 62, 50. I got x plus 543 over 8 greater or equal to 70. From here now, we're going to multiply both sides by 8 because that will get rid of the division. So we're going to have x plus 543 is greater or equal to 560. From here, take this to the other side and turn it negative. So I'm going to write my answer up here. X has to be greater or equal to 560 minus 543 is 17. So she has to get a 17 or better on the last one in order to have an average of 70. This one says, in her last basketball game, Jane scored 23 points. In the current game, she has scored 16 points so far. How many more 2-point baskets must she make if she wants her total score in her current game to at least as great as her score in the last game? Write your answer as an inequality. Okay, so to write this inequality, we're going to say this game we want to be greater than or equal to last game. So that's what you kind of have to first think. This game has to be greater or equal to last game. So let's look at this game, what she has. She currently has 16 points, and to that, we are going to add some amount of baskets. Now, notice, I put a 2x. X represents how many baskets. We multiply it by 2 because each basket is worth 2 points. So 2 points times so many baskets plus her 16 she already has to be greater or equal to 23. So from here, draw your wall, 2x. Get that 16 to the other side, which would be 23 minus 16. So we have 23 minus 16 is 7. Then here we'll divide both sides by 2. X has to be greater or equal to 7 over 2, which is 3.5. So let's think here. This is the inequality answer, okay? But it can't be the answer. Reason being is you can't make half of a basket. Technically, you know, half of a 2-pointer is a foul shot, but they're not asking that. They're saying 2-point baskets. Therefore, 3 of them will not be enough. So we're going to have to round it up to 4 in this case. So this, x has to be greater or equal to 4. 4 or more is what I want. And again, to reiterate that, you can't make half of a basket. So you have to ask, well, should I go to 3? But that won't be enough. That would only be 6 points. And 6 points is only going to get her to 22. It's not enough. So you have to make 4 or more. 4 would work, thus why it is equal to 4. So how many baskets? 4 or more. That's all I got. If you got questions, see me. Well, see you later. Bye.